What up, my freaks? RuinusInsight here with part 15 of my Total Warhammer 3 Kairos Fateweaver Immortal Empires campaign. So as we saw last time, a massive force of Volkmar's armies attacked at the Golden Tower where Iber Rune Smasher smashed them asunder just like he smashes runes. It also leveled him up to level 11, so now he's a pretty darn viable lord, especially now that he has scaled skin on top of Grimsbane. And I feel like we're probably going to make this army the standard sort of Chaos Warrior army, i.e. we'll give it a bunch of Chaos Warriors and chosen of various varieties, plus a bunch of knights. Whereas this army, Garrulus's army, as we can see, is going more heavily into the Forsaken and some Spawn variety as well. Because why not? It's already halfway there. Now, we still have to defend this, though, because it ain't done yet. Tic-Tac-Toe is coming in, and he's got some elite forces, some Horned Ones, Blessed Cold One Spear Riders, Coatl, Sacred Croxies, and who knows what else. And our city here is pretty badly damaged, so the fight is not over for Iber. Now, what we want to do first, I think, is move fire here to maybe support this. I'm not 100% sure that we can, but we should try. I don't know whether he can actually move past the city to attack us. Perhaps it's possible, because we saw that happen last time with the forces of Volkmar, but he would have to move here by himself. That said, what also might happen that would be bad is if these guys, or rather if one of these guys sieges and the other one goes past the settlement to attack fire instead. That's also another possibility. But we can't leave Iber to die, because now I'm attached to him, especially after that epic defense. You can have, you know what, have the Sword of Striking and have the Power Stone. You're actually going to try to survive now. Ancillaries, well, you can hold on to the Tzeentch Mutant, I guess, because why not? And skills. This is going to be pretty key here, and what do we get? We certainly don't have enough points to get anything out of the latter portion of the tree. We could get him Warp Fire, and we will get him Warp Fire. That was an easy decision. Just to buff up all those demonic missile units. That said, he's still going to be very much focused on Chaos Vanguard as a lord. And, Corrupt Mage, miscast base chance for all enemy spellcasters, and wins a magic power reserve. We can get a Malefic Sorcerer to power him up personally, or buff up Forsaken, Chaos Spawn, and Feral Manticores. None of which really matter that much here. Gehenna's Golden Hounds may come in useful. Glittering Robe is useful, but probably not so much on the walls, though a level 1 cast of it may be useful nonetheless. Plague of Rust, I'm almost tempted to get 1 point in each of these instead. And just for the possibility of using them, though it's unlikely that anything's going to be nearly as useful as Searing Doom. And yeah, Gehenna's Golden Hounds, while decent, it still doesn't stand up to Searing Doom. I think what we do is perhaps Corrupt Mage, a point in Plague of Rust, although the upgraded version increases the... oh, it goes from 30 to 60, doesn't it? What's Tic-Tac-Toe's armor? The thing is, he's just gonna land on the wall and wreck face, and oh wow, he has a third Coatl in there. Damn. That's an army. That is certainly an army. Okay. Yeah, you know what? Let's get 1 point in Plague of Rust. Does he have a caster in his army? Wait, Tic-Tac-Toe has the Lure of the Skies, does he not? You know what, if he does, the Passability Mask of the Heavens, I don't remember if he does or he doesn't, but I'm a little bit concerned. Oh, and plus we got the bombardments from the damn Coatl, too. Ugh. Yeah, this is dangerous, this is very dangerous. Let's get you a Glittering Robe then, and just in case we're gonna go Corrupt Mage as well. Alrighty, let's hope that that's enough. I wouldn't even bother with the fire, as in Warp Fire on you in terms of point spending, but I do think we might need it here. Also, you, Fire. What do you have again? Pink Fire of Tzeentch, Blue Fire of Tzeentch, Arch Manipulator, and Serve or Die. Yes. Okay, well that's good enough for you, buddy. You stay like that. Now, let's move everybody else around. Kairos. I was gonna send you back there, but honestly, I feel like if they can hold out for one more turn, they're gonna turn. They're gonna turn on the enemy and actually attack them. So the question then is, what do we want to do here? I was thinking about turning the and the Knights of Origo to attack these guys, to attack the Cult of Sigmar, and just to distract them a little bit. But who are the Knights of Origo fighting? They're currently fighting Scarbrand, among other things. While that might be useful, they're actually not that strong right now. Climbing Scrubs, I just want to see if there's anybody who actually we do want to turn. Bowman of Orion versus Cult of Sigmar, maybe a decent way to go. Let's see if we can try that out. Not because I expect them to sally out of their location, but I kind of want the Cult of Sigmar to essentially break themselves trying to attack the Bowmen, like they did trying to attack the Leafcutters tribe for so long. So let's try that. Changing of the ways, not transfer settlement, force war between the Bowmen of Orion and the Cult of Sigmar. 5, nearly 6k. Okay, that's not gonna happen. What about Bowman of Orion and Talaqua? 3,000, a lot better. A lot better, but still not that good. And I assume Talaqua won't fight the Cult of Sigmar now. We could break their alliance, potentially, but we don't have the break alliance research rate. In fact, where is that? Shouldn't it be highlighted? Oh, it's right here. Temporal switch. We could try to head towards it right now. We do have to do research as yet. Is there anything else that we really need right now that's easily accessible? Can't get Exalted Locus of Conjuration. Piercing Screams. Charmed for Screamers isn't bad either. We are using Screamers and... Wait. Wait. Are we using Screamers still? Or have we run out? Or was that in the Village campaign? Damn. Playing 2 campaigns that are similar. No, we're using Furies in this one, Screamers in the other campaign. Ironically, it's easier for Village to acquire a bunch of Screamers because he doesn't need to build buildings for them. He just gets them. Interesting. Alrighty, well, regardless, Libaras and stuff, you have the Pink Horror building here, but you're gonna have to delete it because we need Spices, Port, and Walls because you're a port settlement. Rosetra, you know what, let's upgrade you first then. Garrulus, you're gonna move here, and you're gonna start recruiting. Kairos. Yeah, you're the real question. You might still be needed to attack this, even with the power of another army here. I think Garrulus can hold off the dwarfs. I just hope that Khalida doesn't need to be held off either. Alrighty, fine. March stance, I assume you can't teleport upwards. No, just go march stance. Like so. And, well, start marching or flying or whatever it is you do, Kairos. Depending on what you're feeling like, because he's walking, he doesn't fly on the map. I'm just saying. Alrighty, there you go. Okay, let's get back to it. Devil's Backbone, you are ready to start collecting income? No, you're not. Not enough to be worth our time. Let's get those Demonic Lurkers, however, and upgrade your ability to get more growth. Let's also check the changing of the ways, and they look good to me for now. Alrighty, let's get back to the buildings then. Military buildings are starting to come up though, which is nice. Lost Plateau, you're gonna get a lattice and you're gonna get a wall. Everything here gets walls until the dwarfs and the wood elves are dead, or else they'll annoy us. Alrighty, and do we upgrade this? You know what? Maybe, but probably later. Because I do want to get the exotic animals here, which means probably deleting this from Mount Arachnos. Next up, we got a little bit of an upgrade here. Golden Pass, you're good, you're good. I want to save enough money to get at least some Forsaken or something in here. Alrighty, looks good to me. Occam's Forever Maze, you can build further military buildings, but we're going to wait on those because the ones that are available here are already being built elsewhere. Actually, speaking of, what I want to do is summon a Chaos Sorcerer at Tor Serpindar. And it'll be a Tzeentch variety, because Iber Rune Smasher is a metal sorcerer, which means he can use a Chaos Sorcerer following him of the Tzeentch variety. We got Iron Skin here, and Unearthly Reflexes, both decent actually. Let's get the Iron Skinned one, because you can get a Chaos War Shrine of Tzeentch. I assume that's a Tzeentch one, because you're a Chaos Sorcerer of Tzeentch. I can't actually tell. Because I can't pin that, but oh well. I believe that's the case anyway, and then you can support us. Alternatively, you can switch the disc later on, but we'll need a cultist to join that army. In the meantime, you're gonna go out through this way, I think, because I don't want you to get assassinated by somebody in there. Alrighty, looks good to me. Adriazel, you were heading northward to join Garrulus because you're a sorcerer of metal, and Garrulus is a sorcerer of Tzeentch. Gotta have both lures. Gotta have all the lures. Alrighty. Gotta cast them all. Tzeentch on. Alrighty. Now, we do have a little bit of cash, which means we could get some Forsaken in here rather than the Blue Horrors. Let's do... I also would like to get at least some warriors. You know what? Let's first delete you guys. Let's get, let's say, 3 warriors of Tzeentch. Like so. Then at least 1 more Forsaken.
Are you worthy to serve Char?
Like so. We'll have 6 Forsaken, 3 warriors who will be swapped out to Chosen later on. Though, you know what? We could get Chosen with halberds to replace them rather than warriors with shields. Although maybe warriors with shields to protect the Forsaken. This army will have anti-large problems, though, if we don't do something about that. Also, you haven't wasted points on Warp Fire, have you? No. Okay, good. Good. You're going to be a little bit more melee heavy, and we'll get you a couple of Manticores. Wait, are we even able to build Manticores? Just out of curiosity. I don't see Manticores here, which I guess is only for the other faction, And that's kind of problematic, mostly because you have the part of the skill tree that buffs Manticores, but we can't actually build them. Interesting. Interesting. Well, I guess it's a slight problem, but what can you do? Also, do we maybe want to start on a couple of Chaos Spawn in here? Yeah, you know what? Let's get a... They'll stop you and stop you. Then we'll get a couple Chaos Spawn... No, okay, 2 Chaos Spawn like this. Then we'll follow those up with a 6th Forsaken and 2 more Chaos Warriors. And that'll be the army. At least for now. We will swap out some stuff later. Actually, you have basically no fast movers. Maybe we swap out... Nah, two Furies might be enough. They won't, but... And do we just swap out the Blue Horse for pink, or are we okay for now? What's the difference in expense? These guys are about 50 more per unit, so it's about 200 extra gold, but considerably more firepower, so perhaps worth our time. Though, let's wait until this stuff is built, and then we'll see. Don't want to overdo it with this particular army, as it may be needed to actually move and do stuff. Alrighty, we got 2,000 gold left. Let's see if we can't build anything useful. Lost Plateau, you are going to hold on to this for now, so yeah, might as well upgrade it. Nope. You are waiting until the Infernal Citadel upgrades, because that's way too expensive for what it does. Golden Tower, you're actually good. Yeah, 855, much better. But Golden Tower's going to get attacked, so if it dies, I don't want to waste the money. Uatek, you're actually going to delete this in 4 turns, so it's not needed. You are going to delete everything in 5 turns, so it's not needed. And Demonium Hills, you are going to delete everything in 2 turns, so it's not needed. Alrighty, well then let's not waste the money, and let us get... Gotta be one of these things, ones that increase the capacity of various heroes. Okay, so we don't have any of those, so we'll go with what we got. Unholy Manifestation, we have Scriveners of Insanity, but we're not anywhere in enemy territory, so it's useless to do that. Though Tzeentch remains Ascendant, gotta pay attention to that. Maybe we can use it somewhere. Alrighty, building upgrade available, I'm sure it is, but for now we're going to not end the turn, but see about our quick deals. Warherd of the One Eye. You have 0 settlements, but you're still alive. Oh, we can actually talk to you now. You know what? Let's go for a non-aggression pact. Pay us a decent amount of cash, because that's what the Beastmen do for some bizarre reason. There you go. Then, I want to talk to Clan Moors. Let's get a defensive alliance with them. Actually get some kind of ally. Plus they're protecting our northern borders right now, which I quite like. And they can have the mountains to themselves. We don't even want the mountains, they're all yellow territories anyway. So yeah, Clan Wars, defensive alliance. This will probably force us into some wars, but it'll be better because it'll also prevent more factions from attacking us by virtue of the fact that we have defensive alliances. Alrighty, I think that's as good as it's getting for now. We could try to pay these guys for defensive alliance or something, but for now I think it's not necessary. Alrighty, well then. If we're not going to force a war or anything, we're going to end the turn. Ooh, outpost available, yes. Yes, yes, yes. Where do we want to build that? Oh, where's Queek's capital? It's Crooked Fang Fort right now. Is Crooked Fang Fort a safe place to build a location? I mean, it's relatively safe. Karkazgal is equally safe, quote-unquote. Karakazgal, though, is surrounded by the Exiles, and oh man, hopefully the Exiles don't attack Queek, because then we'd have to attack Scarbrand, even though we're friendly. It's very possible. Scarbrand likes fighting, and they are sharing borders, which might be an issue, but the fact is, Queek is stronger. Do we go for Crooked Fang Fort just in case? It might be safer from Scarbrand. And oh wow, oh wow, what the heck? Queek is all the way up here at the same time. Did he confederate somebody into this? That's very interesting setup he's got up here. And for whatever reason, we can also see the Crooked Moon. Oh, we have a ally moving around out there. Alrighty, let's build it at Crooked Fang Fort then. Outpost, Crooked Fang Fort, construct. There we go. Thank you, Queek. You've been a real help. Now, end the turn. Let's see about Tic Tac. Let's see how he acts. Will he go past the Golden Tower to attack Fire? Will somebody siege it, allowing Tic Tac to attack us elsewhere? No, he's going to siege it directly. And he's going to wait a turn. Oh, interesting. I was not actually expecting that. Damn, I should have recruited more units then. I was really expecting him to attack us. Oh well. Clan Rictus. You are defensive allies with Clan Moors, fighting Grimgor, Karazakarak, and Knights of Kalador. But you're extremely weak. Strength rank 101. And do we bother with you right now? I mean, it's only a non-aggression pact, but it will make other factions that might like us dislike us more, potentially. Because a lot of factions seems to dislike the Skaven for whatever reason. You know what, let's hold off on this. He's going to like us more for the treaties with Clan Moors, although then again he might not ask us this again, but then again, he might never get strong enough to ever bother with. And it looks like these guys ran away, so Tic-Tac-Toe's all alone. Interesting. Well, it's good that Kairos is coming here, because we can move Kairos in here if Tic-Tac-Toe keeps sieging. Oh, but Tic-Tac-Toe might just be building a ram. He might not have the siege attacker trait. Yeah, so we could have built at least 2 more blue horrors here. You're gonna go into encamp stance. Huh, we could ambush Tic Tac, but there wouldn't be any value to it, would there? And the attrition here is going to be annoying. Iber, you're gonna get hurt like this. And, oh wow, they're trespassing through his territory, eh? Wait, are they friends? They're trading. I wouldn't quite say friends, but they are trading. Okie dokie. Kairos. How close are you, buddy? You probably could have actually traveled faster on the roads here, though mountainous roads aren't necessarily bad. Your march stance is faster than your teleportation stance, though. It's gonna take a long time to get here. And you'll suffer attrition, but it's what we got. It's what we gotta deal with, so deal with it. Go, Kairos, go. Fire. Just assuming, yes, Fire will come in as a reinforcement if they attack, or we could attack him directly, but I feel like a field battle with this, with the basic army that we have, is a terrible idea. We gotta make use of our towers here. So in that light, you are going to get more blue horrors, and we are going to give it time. Especially with the Cult of Sigmar not here. Now, we also can't see what the Cult of Sigmar is doing, so let's change some ways, shall we? Reveal Shroud is only on Talakwa, so let's pop it on the Cult of Sigmar. There we go. And... wait, that's intentions, yes. Then, do we want to see anything else out here? We're not looking at the dwarfs anymore. I would like to see their intentions, though. You know what? Let's go Reveal Faction Intentions, also Cult of Sigmar. And also the dwarfs, Ironbrow's Expedition. Actions on cooldown? Oh, right. Unlike Reveal Shroud, this has a cooldown. That's fair. At least it's very cheap in terms of grimoires. It also makes me think that considering it's only 25 grimoires, that Kairos wasting a point in this, minus 100% for Reveal Faction Intentions, but at a 25 cost, who cares? That's not worth a point. Alrighty. You. Huh, you might actually be able to join this temporarily. Jaeger Gechenhole. Let's move you there. Gechenhole? I don't know. I just want to double check. You can go on the Chaos War Shrine and you can get Iron Skin. I really miss those Paths of Glory things. These guys are... it feels like they're a lot better with them because you can get some really good stuff. I find it odd that the that the other faction doesn't have them, you know what I mean? Weird. Alright, Serpent Coast, you get that, and you get those walls, and that's basically going to be all of our cash. Also get your lattice. Very nice. Not going to be able to build any military buildings this turn, I suppose. You're good. Fortunately, because of our income, we've gotten most of the stuff we need. Lovely. Now, the question is... can we defeat this army before Kairos? Well, I imagine they'll attack before Kairos gets here. If he gets to Carrick Zorn, he can teleport stance and ambush him, which will mean he'll die. And I don't mean Kairos. Alrighty. Regardless, Garrulus, you keep building stuff then. You can also... you know what? Screw it. Let's replace the blue horrors with pink horrors. Might as well make your army relatively strong. 1, 2, 3, 4. While we have the money. 2 Furies, which we can replace with Doom Knights or with something else. I would have liked the Manticores, or maybe Screamers. We don't have enough. We don't have a lot of Screamers in this army. And I think 3 Spawn are enough. And I know that we have buffs for Spawn in this army and for Forsaken, but I don't want to go overboard on them because let's face it, they're not very good units. At least they're not very good on the campaign map. Because a lot of factions could just obliterate them. You're still good, right? I really don't want High Queen Khalida to survive this. I mean, I do and I don't. I don't in the sense that we don't want her to then attack at Lamia. But either way, looks like we're good. And we will have to... oh, it's time to delete this and this, because you're at rank 5. In fact, let's check the others. You are at rank 5 as well, but you've already deleted same. You are at rank 5, and you've already deleted same. Tier 5. You have to wait for a turn or so, or 4 turns. You are waiting for 4 turns, 3 turns. And the rest, I think, are nowhere near. Okie dokie, keep going as you are. Skip the rest of this as well. Unassign skill points on who? Oh, that's Kairos. Yeah. We'll assign those later. We're holding on to those for a reason. Building upgrades, skip. And let's end the turn. Oh, no. Winds of Magic Manipulation is actually not needed because it looks good. Alrighty. Then, let's see. We'll tic-tac attack now. You want a defensive alliance now, Scarbrand. How about instead you become our vassal? Oh, it's close. Oh, it's real close. Oh, damn. Paragarud. Oh, it's so close. But we don't have any money to give him. You know what? Let's not give him that. Next turn, maybe if we give him all of our money, he'll be willing to do this. We'll find out shortly. Tic-tac, you gonna attack or you gonna keep sieging? Well, keep sieging, buddy. That'll mean more blue horse for us, and it'll mean Kairos draws ever closer to you. And you should really fear Kairos more than you fear dying at the Golden Tower. I'm assuming that Kairos can do some fancy things to you and break your mind or something. Split your future into, I don't know, something. Something Tzeentch-y, basically. Darkest Reward. The time has come for your faithful puppets to receive recompense for their obedience. The Architect of Fates will dip a great talon into the Well of Eternity and stir, but you must first choose the outcome. Yeah, the Architect of Fates will only dip a great talon, whereas Kairos will take a swim. Let's see. Twist their minds. Tzeentch corruption +4 all provinces. Twist their bodies. Growth. Growth for the new provinces. Twist their bodies. Oh, damn, I wanted to give that a read. Can we still give that a read? Yes. Their flesh shall erupt in the squirming tendrils and shapeless new limbs. Chattering mouths will sprout upon their hides, and indescribable new creatures shall be birthed from their spines. Specifically from their spines. Ambush discovered Epzua Blackheart. Ah, yes. Hello, guys. Please don't raid our territory. No, okay, you're raiding Khalida. Be nice. Be nice, Beastman. You be nice to us, and give us a Cygor, and we'll be nice to you. Scarbrand. Become vassal. 15k. Worth our time. Yes. Definitely yes. Glorious. Now we need to protect him. We need to send an army out here to make sure that he doesn't die. I want to keep Scarbrand around. Death Gorge is your capital, right? Let's build an outpost here. Immediately. Outpost at Death Gorge. That is your capital, correct? Yes. I don't actually care so much about the units that we can get from him. I just mostly want him as a little minion. Scarbrand will be Kairos' little pet, and it's adorable. Alright, well, I'm happy with that. I'm very, very happy. Please defend this location, buddy. Also, I just want to see, do we have any missions? Well, we have one from Moors, not the Exiles, but fine, Moors. What do we have? Queen Khalida or Thorek? Well, we're gonna head towards Thorek shortly, so yeah. Alright, you're gonna be needed out there, Garrulus, so get recruiting. Could probably hurry it up a little bit with the global, but I think we'll pass, especially since we just used all of our money. Kairos, still can't teleport, to just use your march stance. 2 more turns. Also, you. Build 1. But we do have the Iridescent Horror to join you now. Lovely, and Jaeger, move up here. Hey, Jaeger, move up here. Good. Tic-Tac, you're gonna continue sieging, but Kairos draws closer, buddy. 2 more turns, how you gonna deal? We shall see. I'm so happy that Scarbrand's our vassal now. Unassigned skill points on anybody here. I feel like you should gain XP while being under siege, you know? It feels right to me. Alrighty, well, I guess not for that. Changing of the ways... Do we want to reveal Shroud on anybody? Do we still see Talaqua? Yeah, we can still see Talaqua. And Clan Moors and Court of Libara, so I guess we could do that to Khemri. Wait, wasn't I planning to force a war between Khemri and somebody? Oh, Khemri? You and Talaqua, 3,300, getting there. You and the... Let's say the Cult of Sigmar, 4.2. Okay, Talaqua's much more likely. And forcing a war between them may force these guys to essentially trespass on each other. Alright, fine. That's what we'll do. Especially since Kairos is coming here, he's gonna attack Orion's camp shortly. And let's end the turn. Let's see if Tic-Tac-Toe's coming. Failure. Y'all performed wound against Gottfried Grimson. I don't care, game. I don't care. Talaqua's still not attacking. Interesting. Queek, what you want, buddy? The only thing that you want us to fight Grimgor for, you know. Fight your own damn Grimgor. Not unless you want to become our vassal. If you want to be our vassal, then we'll fight Grimgor for you. But otherwise, just try to stay alive. Scarbrand better not die. Alright, I really want this frickin' fight. I really enjoyed it last time. Hey, Kairos got the free campaign movement range increase. Now, ally begins construction of outpost. You are ready to go into Karak Zorn, heal up to full, and hopefully attack. Way of Prognostication is coming up, so Open Gates is coming up shortly. Cult manifests in Grotrolex's Glare Lighthouse. Now, this entire place has been cultified, I guess because they have all this Tzeentch corruption. You are going to go for more Grimoires per turn. And according to one of the comments, we can indeed transfer their settlements to us and they shouldn't declare war on us. And we will do that eventually, but the cost I checked is about 1,700 Grimoires per settlement. And right now that's a little bit prohibitive. We will deal with it, but only after we force war or do some other useful stuff. You, keep recruiting mass amounts of blue horrors, all of which you'll delete later apparently, but they're so cheap, so... Who cares? Plus, our economy is so strong right now that that's fine. Garrulus, you're also almost ready to go, though I do want to get you a sorcerer. Probably... Wait. I forget. You are a sorcerer of Tzeentch, so you're going to Iber because he's a sorcerer of metal. Fair enough. And then we'll just need to get another sorcerer. For example... Oh, we're out of sorcerers. Damn. Oh, and you have scaled skin, too. There's some good sorcerer picks here. We could get another one of the iridescent horrors as well. I actually originally wanted the sorcerers for stealing tech, but, well, apparently not right now. Alrighty, Kairos, stay there. Iber, stay there. Either Tic-Tac attacks or we attack him. We're good. I think. We'll see. I don't know 100% about being good, but we'll see. Karagarud, your Tzeentch corruption is maxed out, so you are now switching to the Infernal Citadel. Granite Massif, you will build walls for now, because these places still need to be able to defend themselves. And yes, let's get more. And let's get income coming up. Yeah, let's get income coming up. Screw it, it'll be fine. More income. Mount Arachnos, you are going to get that Grimoire building. No, you are going to get a lattice. And I guess we'll delete this and replace this with a more expensive version of one of these. Oh, actually, we'll do that in 2 turns. Let's delete that. For now, and I know it's less growth, but it'll be fine. Golden Pass, you're up next. Actually, you are not up next. I'm lying, because there's nothing to build here. Lattice, definitely. Southern Jungles, we are able to delete you now, because you're going to be maxed out, and we can replace this with the medicinal plant thing. You are going to be maxed out in 2 turns, so we'll delete those in 2 turns. Abyssal Glacier. Looks good to me. Looks good to me, Dawn's Landing. And lastly, Altar of Facades and Crucible of Delights. You guys are getting Stygian Well. And you already have a Stygian Well, therefore you are getting a Slither of Potential. Alright, and this is the one that's all the way down here. We will probably eventually need an army down here, but we can most likely take Torellosaur with somebody and the rest of these islands out here, and thereby protect ourselves from that. We will have to have somebody conquer the eastern colonies just to avoid getting attacked from them. Alrighty, unassigned skill points are good, because we don't need them to fight Tic-Tac. Building upgrades available, fine. End the turn, and see what Tic-Tac-Toe does. Did I increase the blue horror building? It doesn't really matter if we did or we didn't, because Tic-Tac will attack or he will get killed by Kairos. Exiles, oh yeah, we gotta really get a move on to protect you. Hey, Musterer for fire, that's nice. Ah, he is going to attack. Fascinating. This should be a fun time, especially with the decent amount of reinforcements coming in, though I guess it will depend on where exactly the reinforcements show up. Otherwise it'll... Oh wow, you have a lot of cav in here. We really gotta hold those gates as best we can. Let's do this cinematically then. I guess he was afraid of Kairos. I am curious what kind of defeat trait he has though. Let's get to it.
They will be overwhelmed with the limitless power of change.
Alrighty, you know, honestly, the skylights actually look pretty good with the Tzeentch skies, don't they? It looks like they belong. You can definitely see this belonging in a Tzeentch location. Just change the pyramid to crystalline structure of some sort, and you're good. But anyway, here we go. Round 2, do or die for Iber, a Rune Smasher. Interestingly, the enemy AI has actually separated its force into exactly 2, with one force containing its its cavalry and its monstrous infantry, plus Tic-Tac-Toe and his little aerial set of coattles here. And over on this side, every single one of the enemy siege towers. We are keeping Iber here in case the siege towers actually succeed in getting through all these towers, so I imagine at least half of them will get destroyed by the time they reach us. And if they do, he can drop down a Searing Doom on top of those blobs. One of the siege towers already got destroyed, but that's the one we started focusing down immediately. Also, is that gate open? No, it's not open. Why are you lying, game? Game is lying. Yeah, so we shall hopefully destroy these towers, but we shall see. Now all the towers are firing at different siege towers, so this one might go down with this shot. Let's check that out. And smashy smashy perhaps, or just barely, nah, 12 HP left, so at least one more shot on you. Alrighty, in the meantime, while all that is happening, over on this side, the enemy is not moving, but for the ram. It did keep the ram here, which was sensible, as they're going to send the ram in to open up the way for all of these massive amounts of horned ones, and General Cav, as well as those Croxies. We are also having all of our towers, or nearly all of our towers, actually focus down the coatl. I really wanted all 3 of these things dead so that they couldn't land and help Tic-Tac-Toe clear the walls. Thus, as we can see, the towers are going to go after them. And the towers do hit pretty hard, as we've seen the last time when Iber destroyed 3 armies trying to take the place, so the coatl are starting to take quite a bit of damage. Honestly, if they were demons, they'd probably already be in, or at least a couple of them would be in banishment. Over on this side, it looks like a couple of the enemy towers have already fallen, but there are more, though we are now able to apply the pink and blue horrors and their fire to the towers as well. I wonder if there's like a base, do the towers have like a base armor? Do armor-piercing units like Streltsy do more damage to these towers than things like blue horrors do? Quite curious. Alrighty, that one goes down, and this one will maybe go down. It's got 14 HP. Oh no, I think that might actually be enough to reach us, though it looks like Yeah, it'll be 2 out of 4 that have reached this side. That is certainly doable. Over on this side, all 3 Coatl are just about dead, and Tic-Tac-Toe seems to have gotten a little bit upset about it, and is now moving in, though he won't be moving in with the Coatl as all 3 die simultaneously. Perfect. I wonder if, it would be nice if we could use these Coatl in a Tzeentchian army. Wouldn't they look like they would belong there? And they can cast as well. Man, too bad we don't have any lizard allies. I wonder if we could ally with like Itza or some, nah, they still have the aversion. All the lizardmen have aversion. I was hoping for a lizardman faction that has dissonance, that doesn't like the other lizardman faction. But even though Itza does, they also don't like chaos, so that's not gonna fly. Anyway, unfortunately, while we were taking out the Coatl, the enemy Saurus have moved in and their ram is nearly here. Thus, we are going to sally out with our Forsaken to hopefully stop these guys long enough to do a little bit more damage. Unfortunately, they're out of range of, I think, all but one of the towers, and the Forsaken are going to get charged here, so this is quite concerning. We are also moving our Screamers of Tzeentch in to A, fight Tic-Tac-Toe, because obviously the Pink Horrors can't do anything to him, and B, later on, once the Forsaken are done, to continue stopping the ram. Hopefully. We'll see how that all works out. Over on this side, Iber has dropped one spell of Searing Doom on the enemy, and this is actually the second one. The first one destroyed that one unit, and this one will have pretty much destroyed the second one as well. It's an amazing spell to spam, just like Warp Lightning, when enemies are coming out of towers, just to destroy the unit basically entirely with a single round, though you can't overcast it like you can Warp Lightning. But yeah, Warp Lightning makes the Skaven so scary on the defense, well, in addition to the Warp Bombs, obviously, but that spam ability is just so great. Anyway, it looks like that side is already won, but this is where all their elites are, so this is where we have to concern ourselves. Tic-Tac-Toe surrounded by those Screamers, and they are anti-large, so that should be good for us, and as we can see, we're getting a little bit of support from our single tower that is over here. I'm glad that they came to the one side that the tower can actually reach. We've also gotten our reinforcements on the field. As we can see, the Herald of Tzeentch fire is moving in, and lots of blue horrors are streaming into the city. Though at this point, I'm not even sure we need them that much, but just in case, send them all over. Tic-Tac-Toe is now at half HP, and he's dropped down, which is great for us, as the Screamers were going to drop down on that ram anyway, as it is so damn close to that gate. It'll get a lot worse if the ram succeeds. Gonna get a cast through to hopefully hurt a few of those Saurus, though it does clip our Forsaken as well, but what can you do? Gotta prevent that ram from doing its thing. And it is so close now. And it looks like it's there. The ram itself is actually not really hurt at all, but the unit that's carrying it is extremely badly beat up. In fact, the ram is now, or the unit is at 21 units left, and a Doom Bolt coming down with the hopes of destroying those Saurus. They're down to 62 HP now. Hopefully that'll make sure that they can't go any further. And down goes the ram. Beautiful. With the death of that particular vehicle, the enemy has no more infantry to push towards the gate. And regardless of what Tic-Tac-Toe can do in the air, he's currently chasing around our iridescent, or our Herald of Tzeentch rather, but he's also getting hit by the tower and soon to be by these blue horrors. Either way, it doesn't matter because the enemy can no longer get through the walls except by attacking the gate directly, and it doesn't seem that they want to do that. Instead, their giant pile of cavalry is gonna run, unable to get into the city. To be broken before a lizardman city like this, that must really hurt. And we're obviously gonna kill as many of them as we can with our towers. Tic-Tac-Toe is also being chased by our Herald of Tzeentch, as well as the towers and the blue horrors taking those shots at him. Alright, throw your pink fire, and nice, knocked him right off his ride there. Would have been cool if he just like landed on the wall and just got up and kept fighting. I really feel like lords should be able to get dismounted when they get to like half HP or something like that. I feel like it would be, neat. Especially as you know, some lords wouldn't just, I mean, some mounts would die before their lords would die. Poor Tic-Tac. He's adorable. and I feel bad a little bit, but not so bad that we're going to do anything about it. Anyway, there we go, let's just speed it up. Iber victorious yet again, a second heroic victory, 3 armies, and then followed by 1 more elite army, with him having just his garbage stack of 3 blue, or 4, 5, 6, I don't know, something blue horrors, and still managing to pull through. Well done, Iber. You deserve some rewards, man. And once more the Golden Tower stands. Glorious victory for Iber, a Rune Smasher. In terms of losses, we actually had very, very little. Those poor Coatl going down to Tower Fire was really unfortunate for Tic Tac. Plus he himself was relatively fragile as he moved in onto the walls. Now, we are going to get the money, I guess. I mean, sure, we can heal up, but why would we bother?
Spill their blood.
Alrighty, very well done, everybody. And it looks like Kairos is not going to be needed here, but that's okay, because he has some Wood Elves to clear out. And I guess there will be no need to turn them into war, because we'll be killing them ourselves. And then using that as a base of operations to move into this entire territory until everything around here is ours. Maybe we can get some food for our pet Scarbrand. Alrighty, really well done, Iber. Really well done, buddy. And what do we have here? Iber Rune Smasher. This mortal champion has proved themselves a worthy beneficiary of the Dark God's boons. They are now ready to take the next step on the path to glory and become a demon prince. Yes, you know what? He won such glorious fights that I think Iber can be a demon prince. I am curious as to how that'll change his skills and stuff, but I guess we'll do it. Alrighty. Well done. Well done, Iber. And let's check this out. So, you are now a Demon Prince of Tzeentch. A Rite of Awakening performed Ghost of Pahwaks, that's swell for them. Disc of Tzeentch for Adriazel. Demon Prince takes control. Iber, let's take a look at you. You have Evil Eyeball. Oh, wait, didn't he have something good before and he got something garbagey now? Well, whatever. Nothing we could do about that. I really hate how these traits switch. It's kind of stupid, to be perfectly honest. He's an Ascended Adept of Shaman. Winds of Magic cost -10 for Lore of Metal spells. Wait, what are you saying? What are you saying -10 for Lore of Metal spells? Are you telling me that most spells are free now? Wait, you have Treason of Tzeentch, which is not a Lore of Metal spell. Transmutation of Lead is 3 for Overcast, upgraded. Huh. Well, that's really neat. Still really unfortunate that he lost his ability, but still really neat. Huh. And he has Brand of Char, which is barrier points of combatants replenished when passive ability, effect range, duration infinite. Nice. Passive ability, Arcane Flight for that spell mastery, which we can buff up further with a shrine. Yeah, this would be great if it wasn't for the fact that he went from something good to something absolute trash in terms of this. Who cares about the frickin' campaign line of sight and ambush defense chance? Man. But oh well. Oh, Out of the Skies gives you campaign movement range? Oh, we gotta try to kill Tic Tac with Kairos then, too. Still, a worthy reward for Iber, I think. And you are still... actually, wait, I just want to see something. I still feel like we're going to go with Where are you going? Oh, you're gonna go fight Grimgor? Yeah, that's fine. I want to see what he lost in terms of this. He lost Fate Mark and... Actually, he still has Fate Mark and Brand of Char, so he just lost Violent Chanter, which we don't care about in that army, as well as Malefic Sorcerer and Corrupt Mage. Okay, yeah, that's not so bad. That is not so bad. And I guess he will probably have lost Infernal Champion or something like that, but it's nice to have a Demon Prince.
Chaos incarnate.
Nice indeed. And, oh, you have Prismatic Plurality here. Oh, that's real interesting. And you have both Fires of Change and Metal Shifting. Oh, that's really interesting. Wait, he was a Lore of Metal sorcerer, correct? I'm now blanking on it. Because if he used to be a Tzeentchian sorcerer and becomes a Demon Prince of Tzeentch, does he then get the reduction on Tzeentchian spells for Ascended Adept? Huh. Because a -10 reduction on Tzeentch spells, making blue fires and pink fires free would be the most ridiculous thing I've ever heard of. That can't possibly be the case, can it? Unfortunately, we can't ascend Garrulus because he's our Forsaken army, but I guess we'll send the next one out of an adept of the lore of Tzeentch instead. But anyway, with that, unfortunately, we're out of time, and we are going to have to call it the next time. I guess Iber will get his army up and running to some degree, though we may have to move down here to actually deal with that. Actually, are you able to reach this? No, not quite. We can't chase him down, unfortunately. But it's okay because Kairos is in range of Orion's camp, and we can then hold that with Iber. He is an expert at holding stuff. And then I think what we can do then is send Fire, or give Fire his stuff. In Lore of Metal. Actually, I was gonna send the Lore of Metal to the other guy because we don't have it. But now that I think about it, we no longer have Glittering Robe or Transmutation of Final Transmutation on you. Yeah, we lack Final Transmutation, we lack Glittering Robe, we still have Plague of Rust, but we lack Searing Doom. Ooh, that's an unfortunate loss, so maybe we keep you here. Though that said, on the other hand, a Chaos Sorcerer of Metal, not of Tzeentch, would also be nice because we could put the Chaos Sorcerer on a War Shrine. But then again, we could do the same thing with a Cultist. Yeah, really gonna have to carefully figure out what heroes to put where. We do have more of these guys available, so we could get a Metal Lord, one of these. Iridescent Horrors. Anyway, we'll have to figure that out as we go. Next time, Kairos and Iber advance, and we start the war against Talaqua and Cult of Sigmar, no longer defensively, especially as we have this bastion where the dwarfs used to be. We have a defensive ally of Clan Moors, we have a new vassal in the form of Scarbrand. I think things are going pretty well for Kairos, the Lord of the Wings, and hopefully they continue to go well further. Anyway, stay tuned for more. Don't forget to leave a like and comment for your friendly neighborhood heretic. All glory to the algorithm, and thanks for watching.